And I'm not sure about the other stuff. Is there anything left in there?
Yeah.
Looks like there's more stuff. I don't know if that's edible or not.
Just gotta wait for it to melt.
Okay. Where'd that come from?
7-Eleven.
Okay. Did they have any diet icy Slurpees, Daniel? They never do when I check, but not that you recall.
The four that I can conjure in my head weren't. There were like one or two others, and I don't remember.
Okay. I wish they'd do the. I love the lemonade. The diet.
I wish they had the infinite swirl in diet. It's
Yeah.
delicious, but it's sticky on my teeth.
Too syrupy, yeah.
Unlimited squirrel works. I am the bone of my acorn.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, did someone order a small house cat delivery?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do some audio tests from the other room because doing them from in here is going to be unreliable. Because listening to the playback from the stream I did yesterday, it was rough. I think
Were we recording through the wrong device again?
No.
Oh, well, that's good. It's just the levels were all effed by a Windows update, probably.
I think when we adjusted the microphone levels, that threw stuff out of whack.
It really shouldn't have. It should have just raised the one thing.
Yes, but the microphone was picking up stuff coming out through the speakers.
I don't even see how you can avoid that.
Well, I think what you can do is you can turn down the speakers. Like leave the game playing where it is for the audience, but turn it down locally so it's not hitting the mic as hard. If you have to turn the mic up because the mic's not picking stuff up. Weird balancing act.
Yeah, but at the same time, we have to hear what's... I mean, we want to hear what's coming out of the speakers.
Yeah, but we often have it too loud coming out of speakers, honestly.
True.
Sometimes it's hard to hear inside the speakers, but that's usually because we have something loud happening that shouldn't be happening as loud. Like we've got a fan sitting on like 2 when it should be on 1. And like pointing at the mic when it definitely shouldn't be pointing near the mic. Anyway, are you ready to do that?
Yeah. Well, almost. Part of the issue...
What shall I be connecting to for this test?
My stream.
Set network locate. Yo, what the hell is respond 4?
Four is probably just the enumeration of the connection, like the Wi-Fi network interface.
Laptop, why are you acting like you haven't seen this connection before? It's the same access point. Like, chill. Yeah, is there something gone wrong with the hole or something today? Because I was having just like the worst latency.
Hmm.
And it was sometimes like just failing, losing connection, just failing in weird ways. That's actually why there is a... That's why there's a multi-factor text on your phone for the access point. I was trying to log into it to check on things. And I had the horrible thought that, oh no, what if we've somehow used too much bandwidth because Cox is bugs and we're getting throttled just like to hell.
Ooh.
So I fought my way over to the Cox site.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a partial outage.
Ah.
People in the area were just having severely degraded performance.
Right. Oh, the robot sees us.
Cool. That's definitely a thing.
But yeah,
okay, so I just want to hit stream and...
Yeah, hold on a sec. In order to... Like, the thing that makes it really bad is the fact that picking it up causes an echo effect.
Mm.
I can introduce a delay into either of the audio inputs that will just cause them to sync up, thus negating the echo effect.
Mm.
I just need to figure out how separate they are.
Yeah, you define that phase angle so you can shift it.
Yes. So, what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to find a metronome.
Mm.
So we can just hear the tick, tick, tick. And you listen for like a tick, 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 tick. And then I shift it until it stops being a double tick.
Mm.
Now, I've already shifted it by 10 milliseconds because that feels like how off it was to me. But I'm not a good judge of that. No, just built right into.
The Goog.
Uh-huh.
You can also pick colors, roll a die, flip a coin, which is kind of like a die. It's a D2.
Let's take it down to 1 beat per second.
You can use Google's front page to meditate.
Okay.
What's that sound? Sleep. Sleep. Very sleep. It wasn't gonna end. We're not in the bomb? It's okay. Right here.
Got a metronome going?
Yeah, trying to fix audio problems. Would you please?
Sure.
Thanks. And the bridge is down. What did Daniel say? I guess there's an echo. Oh, in fact, yeah, I can see it in the audio mixer. Remy? Remy, get off the desk. Thank you, Remy.
Very good.
Is the echo wider across time than the initial pop or something?
I don't know.
Well, I'll check it again, because yeah, I was still kind of getting a as opposed to a simple tick.
Hmm.
Let's see, let's change this to that.
one in the middle is the direct output from the computer.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the left is what the microphone is picking up.
Yes, the one on the left is just the microphone's input, which includes any sound we're making. Okay.
So when I say pop click, the echo seems to be notably higher frequency than the initial take, which is strange. So I was hearing like pop click, and now I'm hearing them sort of on top of each other,
Okay.
which is about what we want. But it's weird that there's a frequency difference.
Well, that with an actual echo happening, that's kind of to be expected. Plus, with the pickup shape of the microphone, it's going to distort things that aren't head on. And
directly to the head.
And more distant things will sound muffled and strange as well. Which is why I always ask you to speak up. Because you are far enough from the microphone.
I see. I wish I could get a. I almost wish the Twitch slide was like really terrible tonight, so I could like, kind of remember some stuff back here, and then zip to my room and see what it sounds like. But no, we do not have 10 hot seconds worth of Twitch slide tonight.
Okay. Enough metronome. You've served your purpose. Thank you.
But yeah, unless I'm mistaking what I'm hearing, I think we're breaking.
Now I need to fix the bridge. What the?
Bridge review. Penguins.
Penguins. Oh, this was open in...
It's penguin time.
It was open in a different desktop. I was like, did everything just disappear? What happened?
Newt.
No, it just switched to desktop 3.
Can I ask an obvious question?
What? Ow!
Why was desktop 3 covered in penguins?
It wasn't desktop 3, it was just this application.
Is that their way of the screensaver?
Yeah.
Little penguins just wandering around breaking up text.
Mm-hmm.
I found the source of the ticking. It was an incendiary device.
Okay, now hopefully that will help us sound better.
Indeed. Man, it must have sounded terrible when you got into like that car whose radio was blaring. Stinky, noisy, loud car that smells.
So now. Good evening, Internet. It is time on date
8:30.
8:30 p.m. on Saturday, July 12th, 2025. Welcome to Throne of Games. I'm your host, Mark Amsry, DJ Amstrack. That's Daniel.
I'm over here.
And tonight, we're going to be continuing Ogre Battle 64. I left my controller over there.
Oops.
That's fine. I actually just realized some other stuff I need to do real quick.
You also have your empty drink cup and
I'm going to need that in a minute, too.
some oatmeal cookies.
Yeah,
You should have some tiramisu bowl instead.
I should.
Wait, no, actually what you should have is a slice of pineapple pie.
Ooh. That does sound good. Pie and apple. Do.
Now, there's a reason they usually don't use pineapples in pies, and that's because, I'm sorry, what is Eggman in Tarkus? Yeah, you usually use pineapples in pies. Since pineapples are acidic things, they also contain some inconvenient enzymes that break down structures like would hold a pudding sort of substance together. So the pie, when I had a slice last night, had noticeably separated, and I had to pour some liquid out of there before it made stuff wet.
Mmm.
Tasted fine though. It's just that pineapple enzymes are unfriendly to structure. It was made by my grandma's boyfriend. Not that she'll ever call him that. I know, right?
Don't need that open.
I was going to hand you the controller, but I don't know where it is. So here's the cup.
Thank you.
Back over here.
Watch this.
Slap down the dread horror of my buttocks.
Yeah, there. You over here. Load that.
Now, he's engaged with that. I will say that it is unknown to me if there have been notable losses in stream quality over the last month, ever since we were forced to switch internet carriers. But we have acquired a new router which should smooth things notably. If there's been any bumpage to begin with. Now, the surface itself might fall into the toilet for no identifiable reason, because it's the worst carrier in the area.
Worst area in the area.
I'm genuinely annoyed we got railroaded into them. Why do none of you sods have freaking fiber out here?
Oh, geez.
Oh dear. Did your computer briefly decide it had something more important to do than the thing that currently has focus?
No, it, apparently as I was tugging, something, some kind of connections loosened and twiddled.
Oh, and system. So it did think it had something more important to do. It was USB interrupt? What?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, processing this real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to blame it for pausing for a system call.
Yeah.
When something weird goes on with the hardware, yeah, it's... Generally interrupting user mode stuff, active user mode stuff, is a cardinal sin.
Okay.
But changes in hardware state, yeah, that gets passed.
I'm going to get myself some drink and some of that.
In fact, I would rather it take care of changes in hardware state instead of letting me blindly derp along with what I'm doing. The Legend of the Progenitor. It was neither holy, nor lotus, nor an empire. Does it look like pie? Yep. Did it? Yeah, there's a bunch of backstory in this opening crawl. King Procus the Coward surrendered with much resistance. Because he was a scaredy man who had peed his pants. Ew, Lotus made them introduce the class system? Gross, that's a downgrade. Gladness was able to maintain its automation. The uncivilized southern.
Yep, that's definitely pineapple.
Yep.
Tasty.
Ominous clouds. The legend of the progenitor is as follows: that there was a guy who was like really hot, and he made it with most of the chicks in the land, and he's like grandfathered to far too many people. That's why we call him the progenitor. That's just Genghis Khan. Shut up, child. I'm being dumb. Ah! Fogo! Fart or get out? I don't know.
Fogo fish.
Fart one, get flip one, get one. Fish on good offer. It's hard to turn into something. Now then, my notes indicate that Leia and Troy have archers getting close to class up. That could potentially use some training fights.
Alright.
Little 16 or 17 should definitely get them up to down.
Nope. Oof.
Katie descends.
Harry.
Also, I'm sure we've got all that good organized green stuff to do.
Are you sure we didn't do that before we left off last time?
That's a very good question.
What Mega Man?
My answer is that I don't know.
I don't think we have much in the way of new equipment.
No, 6, so we can do an Ninja Master.
Yeah, Ryu,
It's
the Beastmaster.
Ryu. Why do your ninjas suck?
I think I only have one ninja, maybe two.
Donovan, why don't you have the
I have
skills?
two, Donovan and Feldman. Those are very ninja names.
Yeah, hasn't Feldman just kind of like sucked for his whole life? He's got like weirdly low dexterity. Feel bad for the guy. Yeah, maybe you might have. I think I remember. Did you give Sheen like a unit of flyers to that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, having a mostly neutral flying unit is useful for scouting and for liberating neutral towns, like
Mm-hmm.
because flyers ignore things like mountains and rivers. They have to chow down on power fruits and keep up the good work, but you know, they use them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've got that Leia and Troy have archers getting close to class up, and Dio and 17 need to fight the more chaotic schools.
That's right.
So Leia and Troy could do a full bit of training potentially, and Dio 17 you're gonna have to just kind of go after certain sorts of enemy units on the field.
Oh, I don't think Leia is who you meant.
It was because she had archers before.
Not at the end of last time, no. I'm just gonna restart.
Go, guys! Yeah, stupidly, she's liable to win that. Even with all her soldiers. It's just that the soldiers won't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
She'll get XP and that's it. Okay, so I think Troy might have... yeah, check your organized screen. Who has archer? I forgot that we had her as a freaking Legion commander. Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Okay. So, Katrina has archers.
And Katrina also somehow isn't a priest. What level are your archers? 16. Yeah, they should definitely be close. She's probably not far off from making priest herself, actually. And Dio's unit may have archers, I think.
No, no
Sorry,
archers.
Troy's unit.
Troy's unit doesn't have archers. It has Valkyries.
Oh, that's because Ladle has already classic. Good for him. Also, I learned something. Apparently, casters of different tiers actually can work together.
Hmm.
You get like a mini version of the tier 2 combo magic that does regular tier 2 damage. Like I think you're gonna make like regular tier 2 damage with the tier 1 combo spread. Is what it is. Which, okay, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not as rocking as the full combo tier 2 spread, but you know, you'll get that eventually.
Yeah.
Once their buddy classes up. And of course, for your wizards to become archmages, they have to go a little crazy. If you had a duplicating trick on hand, you could make a stupid number of chaos urns and just make them stare into a pot full of elemental disorder for a couple dozen times to, you know, yank the old Lyman bar up to the left.
Yeah.
But that's a silly way of going about it. Kenny's just not good enough to be an alchemist yet.
Not good enough. Ooh, poor timing. I need to go record my life. It keeps on happening.
That is the human condition. Sometimes people need to be. Storm. Chunder arrow. Gross.
Oh, another gross, dirty robe covered in fried demon blood. Disgusting, but weirdly powerful. Hanging out on 2 witches in 2 seconds. That's a yummy loot. Stone sword? That sounds really breakable. Don't mind me, I'm just reading ahead. Ooh, range. Those 2 doofy little dragons in the back. Just hanging out. How do you have 3 tape, like 2 beast tamers, a beastmaster, and 1 like actual beast? Dowsing rod. So it's Discord. Connecting the chat.
connecting the chat. What did you say from that?
I said, are we still on? I've lost Wi-Fi.
I haven't lost Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi has lost internet access. Did Fox have another fire?
Yeah, and
That was Discord.
XSplit just reconnected.
Laptop still doesn't get Discord back, actually.
Yeah, Discord is disconnected on my box.
You know, I really don't want to install the Cox app, but I'm gonna go check my password and sign into our website from
Stream
the phone.
connection just reset again.
Did it truly reset, or is it just trying to reconnect and failing? I don't think we've got anything going. Oh, yeah, modem's not happy. Yeah, blue lights.
Well, stopping stream.
I know this wasn't power